One person, one vote. The next mayor will be chosen by the people.
That's right.
That's right.
Not the billionaires, not the insiders, not the influencers. I want to applaud all New Yorkers for coming out in unprecedented numbers. It's renewed my spirit in being an American. Even though I know, obviously, some of them are not voting for me.
We are.
But,
I voted already.
but think about it. For a long time, people were not voting.
Yes.
Now, we've stimulated Americans to understand they have the right to vote. They have the right of free speech. The debates prove that. And I was able to rise above the din, the arguing that took place, like two kids in a sandbox in a schoolyard, Zohran and Cuomo, who continued their arguments from the primary. But because of your support, we were able to introduce new ideas, new concepts to resolve the problems of affordability, cost of living, public safety, quality of life, and obviously the diminishment of the police department. So I want to thank you for giving me that opportunity. The debates proved that we have a program that's different than the Democrats.
That's right.
So thank you for coming, but every hour is important till every vote is counted at night. And we have a whole team to elect. Let us not forget our fellow Republicans who struggled, who sacrificed, who had to give up family time, job time in order to run. It's more difficult as a Republican because the deck is stacked against you in a predominantly Democratic city. Let's give a great standing round of applause to all of our Republican candidates.
God bless America.
God bless America.
God bless you. Yeah, God bless America.
Any questions that the press has?
Press only.
Okay. Curtis, Andrew Cuomo's account posted a misleading video about you and Zohran. Can you speak more about what that was?
Sure. But then again, that's why I call him Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo. He's evil. He's cold-hearted. Understand that this thing that we're involved in, Alicia, Joanne Areola, Phyllis, Tony Nunziata, everybody involved in the process, Peter, is the dirtiest business that exists. The dirtiest business. So on the eve of the election, Andrew Cuomo responsible for 15,000 elderly who died because of his executive order.
Criminal.
Diagnosed with COVID in hospital and under his order, then shipped into long-term nursing home care units. It was a guaranteed death sentence to them and the other seniors they were infecting. 15,000. He went before the House of Representatives, his own Democrats and Republicans, and they referred perjury charges to the Department of Justice because he lied. And then the family members stood behind him, remember, crying, and asked him, Andrew, turn around. Acknowledge us. We're human beings. We've suffered a loss. This cold-hearted, psychopathic liar could not even turn to them and with a modicum of sympathy and empathy just say, I'm sorry. And he continues to perpetuate that lie. So for those that may not know, there's an annual commemoration by the family members, Voices of Seniors. It represents all of the families. And the families, a panoply of different political ideologies, Democrats, Republicans, far left, far right, some who are independent. But they come together every year in downtown Brooklyn to honor their dead relatives. Everyone running for mayor this year was invited. Obviously, I was the only Republican. All the other Democrats came, including, and let me give her credit, Adrienne Adams, who gave such a heartbreaking presentation. Her own father from Southeast Queens, an Air Force veteran, was taken and put in a long-term nursing home care unit under Cuomo's orders, and she knew he would die, and he soon died thereafter. Everybody in the crowd cried. Zohran Mandami was there. Other candidates were there. I was there. And I even said, opening remarks, it was carried in the media. Look, I don't agree with anybody behind me on anything in the world, but we can agree that what was done to these elderly was unconscionable, and that Andrew Cuomo has forsaken his opportunity to ever represent us again, as Elise Stefanik said in those congressional hearings. So today, his team, with him, puts up an advertisement that suggests that I'm standing side by side with Zohran Mandami.
Wow. No way! No way! No way, Curtis!
Yeah, I've seen that ad. I've seen that ad.
Despicable, but as I said, I'm not the only Republican who's ever had that done to them.
That's right.
President Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Mine is small compared to what they've done to Trump and to some of our electeds and those running for office here. Politics is the dirtiest business, but we will overcome this because the people recognize what this is. Desperate people, Andrew Cuomo, do desperate things.
Yeah.
You need to go back to the Hamptons, hang out with your billionaire friends, because the people have rejected you before. They'll reject you again.
Yes,
It's me
yes.
versus Zohran Mandami, and the people will determine who the next mayor is.
We will decide.
Any other
In the name of the
questions?
Lord.